G'day Year 10s. Hope you're doing well this week. Hope you had a great weekend. I initially recorded this as a video of me teaching at a whiteboard, but the file size became so huge that I didn't have enough on my data to be able to upload it. So thus I am now on to just doing it on OneNote for you. Needless to say, I would love to be in with you and helping you on your maths today. I'm sorry I can't. Keep working hard. This stuff that we're going over is important. I'm trying to fill in some of the gaps that I've noticed in your work so that you're prepared for a mid-year IGCSE examination. That's my intention for you next year. So mid-year, next year we need to be ready for the exam. Okay, well the key technique that we're looking at today is we're trying to rearrange formula where a variable appears twice. Now, in all of these questions, I'm making x a subject. Okay, so that's what I'm going to try and do in all of these. And the technique that I will use is similar in each. So the idea is factorize. So you can see here that x times a is xa, or ax, and x times b is bx. I've factorized that, which leaves me in my last step to divide both sides by that a. Whoops, I shouldn't have this bx, this x here, sorry, badly factorized there. That should just be a b, because b times x is bx. Okay, now I can, once I've factorized, I can move that a plus b across to the right hand side, and now I have made x the subject of my equation there, formula. Okay, so the next one, you'll notice that we've got an x here and an x here. So this is an extra step involved. I've got to first expand the brackets. So I get an ax minus ab on the left-hand side, and on the right-hand side I get a cx plus a cd. And what I now need to do is get my x's across to one side. So I'm going to pull the cx across to the left-hand side by subtracting it from both sides. So it'll appear like that. And I'm going to get this ab across to the right-hand side by adding ab to both sides. So my next step will look like this. Now I can do what I did in the first one, which is to factorize. So I'm going to get x into a minus c is equal to ab plus cd. And now my last step is, as before, to divide that bracketed part across to the right-hand side. So I should get ab plus cd all over a minus c. Much the same in this next one, same kinds of techniques. So what we're trying to do here, the first step is we're going to multiply the left-hand side by dx plus e, and that will be equal to bx plus c, because we're multiplying both sides by that dx plus c. Now I'm going to expand that bracket again, so I get a dx plus ae is equal to bx plus c. I'm going to again get my x's across to the left-hand side, so I get a dx minus bx. I'm going to pull this ae across to the other side by subtracting it, so I'll get c minus ae. Then, oh, running out of room down here. Let's see if I can get rid of these. Yeah, you can come down there as well. Now I will factorize that side, so I get x into ad minus b should be equal to c minus ae. Now to get the x by itself, I'm going to divide that bracket on both sides, so I get c minus ae all over ad minus b. So you can see the technique that we're using here is the second to last step, the penultimate step, is to factorize and then divide, so you're left with the subject that you want. Now sometimes they're a bit more complex, like 2 and 3, where we first of all had to expand and then gather the x's across to one side, then factorize, and then divide the bracket across. Okay, so similar, just a few extra layers of complexity. So this next one, a couple of ways of doing this. The way I'm going to do it is I'm going to move that g across, so I'll get b plus g. Then I'm going to multiply everything by x, so I'll get x, and then instead of timesing each of those, the b and g, by the x, I'm going to just leave it bracketed, because then it makes it much more easy. to just divide the 7 by that b plus g. And that one's done. So that's quite nice, nice and easy. You can see, maybe I'll just explain what I've done here. My next step, I went x bracket b plus g equals 7. I just swapped the sides if you were a bit confused about that. Okay, so number 5, my first step is I'm going to square both sides to get rid of that square root. So I should get z minus, oh, that's a 7. Z looks like that. Z minus x over x. Then I'm going to multiply both sides by x, so I get xy squared equals z minus x. I'm going to gather my x's across to this side. Xy squared minus, plus x equals z. I'm now going to factorize, so I should get x into y squared. And this one, how do I get that? Oh, it must be a plus 1, because x times y squared is xy squared, and x times 1 is x. So that should be equal to z. And my last step is to get x by itself. X equals z over y squared plus 1. Okay, so that's the technique that you're practicing today. Do let me know on email or ThinkWave how you're going with this. If you're having any trouble, let me know. We can pop onto Zoom after school sometime and help you through it. All right, team, take care. Bye.